It's been just under 5 months since FC Tulsa played a home game here at One Oak Field. Much has changed since then, as this season they certainly are a team in form. Welcome into Tulsa, where coach Mike Ensign and his new look team are unbeaten this season with 2 wins and 2 draws, and it's by far the best start in franchise history. It's FC Tulsa versus San Antonio FC. Good evening, everybody. My name is Dave Saunders, and I'm delighted to introduce my broadcast partner, former professional with French club Vauban, an All-American at OSU, and that's Anna Beffert to the broadcast. And Anna, good evening to you, and it's been quite the start for this impressive FC Tulsa team.
Hi, Dave. It definitely has. FC Tulsa has come out really, really strong. Mike Ensign, we talked earlier this week, very organized. And, you know, the offense normally gets the headlines, but their defense is so strong. That triangle in the back, led by Sean Lewis, they've proven that they can really hold offenses, and they've formed that attacking chemistry, and hopefully we'll see a lot of that this evening.
Wonderful matchup between arguably the 2 best teams in Group D. There is FC Tulsa in its all-white strip, and Anna, the best start ever for FC Tulsa.
Right, as we mentioned, this new era of FC Tulsa, the mentality, it's a winning mentality. It starts from Mike Ensign, trickles down through the club with the leadership in Martinez, and they have their standards, and they want to continue this throughout the season. They treat each game like a championship match, and we hope to see them come out and play with that sense of intensity tonight.
And we asked Mike Ensign this week, how much do you pay respects to the opposition? He said very, very highly. He said we talk 50% about ourselves and 50% about the opposition, and that is San Antonio. There's Sean Lewis, who's been a real rock at the back here, wearing all orange tonight for FC Tulsa, and he will be desperate to keep another clean sheet tonight against a very potent attack. And here is a look at the standings.
Dr. Jason Griffin of Tulsa Bone & Joint is proud to serve as the team physician for FC Tulsa. Since 2018, Dr. Griffin has provided his medical expertise both on the field and in the clinic to FC Tulsa players. Tulsa Bone & Joint is proud to be the official orthopedic care provider for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone & Joint, moving life forward.
I saw them out of the corner of my eye. Just a blur when they jumped the median. There was nothing I could do. She's safe because of our first Outback, and our new one's even safer.
Welcome to the all-new Subaru Outback, an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, the highest level of safety you can earn.
Stop by Ferguson Subaru now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
And there is Bradley Bourgeois. And here, Anna Beffert are the standings with San Antonio top, FC Tulsa second, arguably the 2 best teams here tonight in Group D.
Right, Dave. We talked about how important this matchup is. San Antonio with the opportunity to really kind of pull away from Group D. FC Tulsa only played 4 games, but they are ready for this game. They prepared for San Antonio, and they're going to come out in full force tonight.
Austin Bold, OKC, and Rio Grande Valley. Of course, the other teams, Rio Grande without a win in 7. Let's have a look at the starting lineups tonight for San Antonio, this impressive team. And one very important thing to tell you is that Christian Parano is not in the 18 tonight, but they have a very, very good backup player, Anna Beffa.
They definitely do. They brought in Gallegos here on the right side forward, very crafty, can create a lot of opportunities and a really strong midfield. San Antonio has been known for how cohesive they've been. They can move the ball around very effectively. Maloney and Herrevo there, and they're really going to cause some trouble this evening.
We're about to kick off 3 changes to tell you about very quickly for FC Tulsa. Suarez comes in up top. Christian Altamirano, here he is on the ball now on the right-hand side. His first start of the season. Here's Kevin Garcia, who's been a real rock at the back with forming that defensive partnership with Bradley Bourgeois. There's Martinez. First touch wasn't the best there. Tries to win it back. Gallegos there, wearing 17, will be playing in the number 10 spot for the league leaders tonight. Ball flicked on there by Zaguero. Here is Martinez running at the heart of the defence. Da Costa now trying to fashion out an opportunity. Here's Maloto. Good possession from Mike Hensia's men inside this first minute. Here's Maloto again. Maloto, who's playing sitting in the midfield tonight. There's Sheldon easily finding Da Costa. Da Costa with a little 1-2 into the box. Back goes Callum Montgomery to clear the danger. Soleniak was easily tackled there. That was Altamirano now running towards the corner of the box. Again to Da Costa. Bird gets his first touch of the match. Here's Altamirano. Preferred to Marlon tonight. There he is. Into the box. Chance for a shot on goal. And there's Suarez with the first opportunity. And a great start, Anna, from FC Tulsa.
Really promising attack from FC Tulsa, as you mentioned, and we talked earlier about how effective Martinez is. He loves to run at that back line and really cause problems, and when they kind of take a breath, ping those passes around and find those runs behind the defense, it results in a shot on goal and definitely a good start for FC Tulsa.
Gallegos just nutmegging the defender here. This is danger into the box, but there is Garcia sticking out a right leg. Here's Herrevo, who's formed a really good partnership there with PC in the central midfield. Montgomery, one of the back 3. And that will go all the way through to Lewis, who dives on the ball. And a word for Sean Lewis, Anna. He's been had a tremendous start to the season.
He really has, and he's been so consistent. And he has, Bourgeois, Garcia in front of him, and that trio, they're really solid, and they've formed a really good defensive structure for FC Tulsa.
Should say that Hunter Gorski is not in the starting lineup. Joshua Yarrow has come in. He's also the captain, wearing 4. One of the 3 centre-backs for Alamarcina's lineup. Here's Bird. Martinez cut out, but Maloto, the South African, picks it up for FC Tulsa now, just inside the San Antonio half. Here's Zaguero coming in at left back tonight. Sheldon goes to right back. Now Gallegos wins that one. Good defending again from Bradley Bourgeois in those orange boots. Zaguero chips the ball up the left-hand side. Down goes Da Costa, and that's easy for the referee to give a decision there in favour of FC Tulsa. Free kick then. Maloto over this one. Referee tonight is Matthew Corrigan. FC Tulsa all in white, playing from left to right on your screens. Here is Maloto then into the box, headed away. Comes back to Altamirano. It hit a defender, or it has gone for a goal kick. But Altamirano then not afraid to have a volley from a long way out, Anna.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that. And we saw a glimpse of it there, how well organized San Antonio's back line is. They have a lot of height, really powerful, and it's going to be really tough to break them down.
San Antonio coming into this one 4-1-0, sitting at the top of Group D on 13 points. FC Tulsa unbeaten, 2-2-0 on 8 points. A win for FC Tulsa tonight really puts them in the mix there for top spot. 2 points they would be behind. Long way to go. Ball is out, and that will be a throw-in on the far side, the San Antonio right, to be taken by Connor Maloney. Plays as the right wing back, and that will go harmlessly through. Welcome in then, everybody, on ESPN Plus and also on My 41, locally here in the Tulsa region. Glad to have your company. Welcome in if you're supporting San Antonio tonight. I know a lot of people will be tuning into this one. A really good matchup, and some 5 months it's been since we've had soccer here at One Oakfield here in downtown Tulsa. In the sunshine, it was 88 degrees on kickoff, and by my reckoning, nearly 100 degrees currently in San Antonio. So a little bit cooler here in Oklahoma. Zagara to Malota. Malota now driving down the left-hand side. Erivo wants the throw-in, doesn't get it. And it will be a throw-in. There is Zagara, who's had to be content with place on the bench. Here's Martinez, very much in form, the Cuban. Bourgeois here finds Sheldon. Matt Sheldon to Altamirano. Altamirano will try to get a ball in. He does get a ball in. Headed away. Gallegos will bring it away for San Antonio. That's a good run down the right-hand side. But that's been one of the features, that they bail each other out, don't they? And there's Garcia clearing up the danger, Anna.
Yeah, as we mentioned, with both Garcia and Bourgeois, they have each other's backs. They're able to cover for one another. Both very athletic and able to do that.
It is San Antonio then content to knock it around in the back. Those back three. Here's Herivo finding Maloney. Both teams love to play the ball on the deck. You see a lot of possession football tonight. Zaguero wins it back then for FC Tulsa. Driving down the left-hand side is the Albanian. Can he get a decent ball in? He certainly can. Who's on the end of this one? Altamirano's on the far side. It just went over everybody. Altamirano, though, on the right-hand side for FC Tulsa. Twisting and turning, getting a low ball into the box, diving header away. Malota will pick this one up in the midfield. Bird lays it off nicely to Sheldon. Sheldon to the far post, and that will be headed back in field by Maloney. Gallegos will bring that one away to Maloney again. This is a great run from the youngster here. In for Barano, slips it into the box. There's Garcia, and a shot here. Good save from Sean Lewis. The shot was from Solignac. And Anna, that was danger, but a brilliant save from Sean Lewis.
It really was. He came up big time. San Antonio finding a way to slip in behind that defense and create real problems. I think we'll get another look at it right here. It's coming right at the back line. A really great run. Excellent shot, and Sean Lewis does really well. Point blank, he has to make himself big, punch that over.
Solinak there with the effort. Here's Gallegos with the first corner of the match. Into the box, headed away by Garcia. He didn't quite get enough on that. He was trying to lay it back to Lewis. Sliding challenge then on Zaguero. Still they come to San Antonio, cleared away by Bourgeois, and certainly FC Tulsa under a little bit of pressure here, Annabeffa.
They are. San Antonio has really proven that they have a really great attacking chemistry. The runs in and out, slip in behind, the awareness of the attackers is very, very prevalent, and they've already caused some serious problems for FC Tulsa. But as we mentioned, strong back line, they're used to this, and they'll be able to play out of it.
Montgomery finds Yarrow. Yarrow will find Tainter. And the three centre-backs all getting good touches of the ball here inside this first 9 minutes. 0-0 the score. Here's Altamirano, who's seen quite a lot of the ball. Will play this ball out to the right-hand side to Dario Suarez. Suarez will win the throw here for FC Tulsa, and it's Matt Sheldon. Sheldon has played a lot of the season at left-back, but he can play both flanks, and he turns up here on the right-hand side. FC Tulsa season tickets are on sale now. Take advantage of the best ticket deal in the league at just $5, $10 or $15 a match. Visit fctulsa.com/tickets or call 918-297-6808 to order today and not miss a moment of the action at One Oak Field this season. San Antonio then, in those red and black shirts, coming forward. Garcia heads it to Zaguro. Zaguro will bring the ball down, thread it through to Martinez. Martinez, who likes to run at the defense, just gets dispossessed there by PC. Maloto's dispossessed by Heriveau. Good battle that's going to be, those four in the central midfield. We'll come to that more in a moment. Here's Blake Smith. Smith, who started every single game this season. Back to PC. Altamirano steals that one. And the referee, Mr. Corrigan, says you need to get up there. There was no touch from Callum Montgomery on the tackle. And here's Mitchell Tainter, 6'2", 25-year-old. Blake Smith in a little bit of room. That's a good tackle, and I think Altamirano's won the throw in there for FC Tulsa. Altamirano's a good attacking player, but that's good defensive play, Anna.
He's made an impact, obviously. I mean, in the starting lineup, his first start, chip on his shoulder, and he's proven that he's very creative, and we see an example of it right there. He's willing to put in the hard work and defend as well.
Here's Garcia. Kevin Garcia, 29-year-old from Queens, New York. Ball towards Suarez is easily cleared away by Callum Montgomery. Intriguing matchup, this one. Both teams coming into this one in great form. What he's going to give tonight, if anything. Another throw into FC Tulsa. Zaguro will take this one. In the sunshine there on the left-hand side. Da Costa flicks the ball infield, picked up by PC. Here's Maloto. Eric Bird didn't receive that ball. Altamirano wins a tackle. And out comes the keeper, and it's really a first touch for Dane St. Clair, who just rolls the ball out. It's an intriguing matchup, Anna, inside this first 12 minutes.
Yeah, San Antonio's had some good opportunities, but FC Tulsa has been able to get in some good areas. We've seen the creativity from Altamirano. Martinez has had some good opportunities running at that back line and has shown that there can be some danger, and he can really stir up some really great runs from the forwards. But yeah, I mean, San Antonio, as you mentioned, really strong in the back and will be tough to break down, but we've seen positive things from both sides.
And good to see two teams who want to get the ball down on the deck and play. Ball down the right-hand side, flicked on by Martinez inadvertently. Zaguro back in defensive territory. Right foots the ball away. Bit of space here for Eric Bird, who scored the opening goal in the 2-0 impressive victory at St. Louis last Saturday. Ball through for Suarez, cut out well by Yarrow. And here's Heriveau. Slipping the ball out now to Connor Maloney. Maloney wearing 31 down that right-hand side. Bouchois getting a header in, just gives it away again though. PC, that one hits Bird in the side of the face and go away for a San Antonio throw-in. I just want to bring up the four midfielders there. You've got Heriveau and PC against Maloto and Bird. That middle of the park is so important, and you've got four quality players in there, Anna.
Definitely, and especially we talked to Incian about how important it is for that core to be on point tonight and cut off those passes and limit those midfielders from penetrating the back line. And so far, it's definitely been a battle in there between four quality players. Offside
against Luis Solinac, the 6'1" Argentinian born in Buenos Aires. 29-year-old. Very, very good striker in good form. Don't miss a minute of action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for FC Tulsa and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus get reminders on FC Tulsa's next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Here's Altamirano, goes down, and that one will be a free kick, says Mr. Corrigan. Chance for Tulsa again to build. Here's Bourgeois. They often build from the back. Here's Garcia. Maloto comes out of the midfield, allows sensibly Garcia to continue going forward. He's dispossessed there in the midfield, tries to win it back. Martinez is there, and that's another feature, how they help each other out and win the ball back quickly. Both teams do that very much.
I think that's a great example too of the mentality and the chemistry between this FC Tulsa team. You saw Kevin Garcia drive at attacking, and players around him are covering for him, whether it's Martinez coming back from offense, and I think that's a really important feature that this team brings to the season.
Yarrow, who's the captain tonight, will just leave that one to go through to Dane St. Clair. St. Clair wearing 97, clears the ball up towards Solinak. He goes down, and the referee says there'll be an offside that came before the foul. Solinak's saying to the referee, well, how about the foul? But I think probably the offside came first, to be fair to the referee. Sean Lewis will leave that one to Bradley Bourgeois. Bourgeois, who's somewhat of a local boy, attended TU here in Tulsa 2012 to 2016, started all 81 matches during his 4 years, and he started every single game for FC Tulsa this season. Free kick this time to San Antonio. There is the centre referee, Mr. Corrigan, assisted by Shane Kennard and Seth Barton tonight. Fourth is Brian Barlow. Free kick will be taken by the number 3, Callum Montgomery. And here's Mitchell Tainter. Just having to check his run. DaCosta did well there. DaCosta's running down the left-hand side, but in it goes to Bird. Bird back heels to Maloto. Maloto now in the centre circle, just lays it off to Bradley Bourgeois. Labour Maloto played a much higher role against St. Louis in the false 9 formation, which did them so well in St. Louis. Tonight he's alongside Eric Bird in the defensive midfield role, and Maloto's just a quality player, isn't he, Anna?
Yeah, he definitely is, and it shows you here how versatile he is. With Encian talked earlier about how they need to be tactically flexible, and you see an example of Maloto and then Suarez moving up top and giving them a little more an extension of the attacking line and an outlet.
Altamirano's ball in there was just deflected away for an FC Tulsa corner. Altamirano's seen a lot of the ball down this right-hand side. It's had a good start to the game for me. Here's the replay, Anna.
We'll get another look at. You mentioned Altamirano is just dangerous, whipping in balls. The defenders have to make plays, and if he doesn't make that play, that potentially ends up in an FC Tulsa goal. Altamirano causing a lot of problems.
Joshua Yarrow it was with the clearance there. Didn't start against OKC, the Ghanaian. Corner then. And it's a short one to Maloto. Maloto onto his right foot towards the near post, headed away. Seguro will pick this one up. Left-footed way back into the box, and out comes the keeper, St. Clair, and catches very well. And if you're a defender, you want your keeper behind you shedding keeper's ball and taking a clean catch just like that. Two good goalkeepers on display tonight. Sliding challenge from DaCosta, but St. Clair managed to clear it away left-footed, and that will be a throw into FC Tulsa. Good crowd in tonight as well, all socially distanced. Safely in the stadium, run by this wonderful organisation. So many people working behind the scenes. It's been a long time. They've had to wait a long time for some football here at One Oak. Here's Sheldon.
The anticipation has definitely been building all summer.
Gallegos picks up the ball here, but Bourgeois in there with a tackle. It's Herivo, 25 yards out. PC keeping it simple, bringing in Montgomery. Montgomery, good ball down the left-hand side to Smith. Smith, low ball into the box. There's a sliding challenge coming in. Out comes Lewis, and the result is a goal kick. But Anna, that was dangerous, and Blake Smith does so well down this near side to us. We'll see the replay here. That was a good move from San Antonio.
I mean, we see how threatening even their back line can be. Montgomery starting out with a really creative chip. You mentioned Smith, excellent ball across the box. Lewis has to come up big again, and he's proven how important he is to this back line and how consistent he's been for FC Tulsa.
We haven't mentioned Bailone much, the number 25. Scored a cracking goal down the road at Taft Stadium in the 3-0 win. And here he is up top with Solinak. And he nearly got on the end of that one. It remains 0-0. 19.5 minutes gone here at a sunny One Oak. And there's going to be some attention needed here. Say goodbye to pain. Tulsa Spine and Rehab helps you get moving. Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place, working together, streamlining care, delivering lasting pain relief. TulsaSpineandRehab.com, one stop to help you get moving. TulsaSpineandRehab.com. And Anna, this will be a welcome break for the two teams, and your assessment of the first 20 minutes?
I mean, so far it's been a great match. We've seen positive play from both sides. San Antonio has been really threatening, but FC Tulsa has responded. They've stayed strong, and they've gotten in some really good areas offensively, and we've seen some really promising play from Altamirano, Martinez. They've made good runs. Just have to connect that final pass and start getting more shots on goal.
We didn't get a chance to bring you the FC Tulsa lineup, but you can see there Suarez up top. We've already mentioned Altamirano and Zaguru coming in the three, and Maloto and Bird in there as the defensive midfielders. But it's pretty much as you were with a 4-2-3-1, just with some different personnel. But you'd expect a striker up top in a home game, Anna.
Right, and they want to be more offensive and attacking, and we mentioned how strong San Antonio's midfield is. Maloto and Bird in there, just to contain them and not allow them the freedom to play those penetrating passes. And Altamirano adds a little creative flair to that front three, giving them more attacking options.
We should say as well, if you're looking out at the pictures and thinking what's different, the field has been moved 90 degrees, and a lot of people have said to me they much prefer this, and I think I agree with them. It's just a nicer orientation of the field. Anna, would you agree with that?
I definitely agree. I think it's a better environment too for the fans. They're a little bit closer. It just adds to the whole ambiance, and just this, again, the addition of the new era of FC Tulsa.
And wonderful soccer on display tonight with the two best teams in the Group D in this World Cup format, which has gone pretty well. There's been a few stops and starts for FC Tulsa. They played one game where they finished around about, got to the hotel around about 2:30 in the morning. But it was all good in the end as they went out victors by 2-1. But nothing seems to have stopped the spirit in the team, and Mike Ensian's just done a great job in keeping them all together.
Exactly, Dave, and I think that's a testament to the mentality of this team. They've faced adversity all season long, from playing one game of the regular season and then having the break. They've stayed consistent throughout this COVID season. Leadership, keeping their team with their sights set on their standard and their goal for this season, and they've proven that, especially with the road game wins that they've been able to have success with, and that's just a big testament to this team.
Maloto it is, who will take this corner after the deflection away by the defender. Maloto holds his right arm aloft from the left-hand side of the field. Plenty of white shirts in the box. Missed by Bouchois. Sheldon just lays it off for Martinez. Bird with a good challenge there to win the ball back. Here's Bouchois, who stayed up there. Altamirano chipping the ball in there. There's a scuff shot from Bouchois. Will forgive him, he is a centre back. Doesn't get too many goals, and just scuffed his shot there. Here's PC in the midfield. Very important for Alan Marcina's team. Gluing things together in the midfield there with Erivo. Here's Bouchois. We'll go back here to Lewis. Lewis will clear up towards halfway. Underneath this is Morano with Smith. Smith wins that one, and it will be a throw in right on halfway for Matt Sheldon. Bird forward, doesn't find Sheldon, who continued his run there. Maloto with Gallegos. Maloto thought he won that one, and in the end he comes into the back of Jose Gallegos, who's an 18-year-old, 5'6", his third start today. A really tremendous prospect, 1 assist at Austin Bold, and impressed as a sub coming on at OKC as well. Here's Bird. DaCosta. Going back to Zuguru. Zuguru up to halfway. Gets it into Suarez's feet. Suarez could fashion out an opportunity, and he's won a free kick here. Wanted to go quickly, but I think FC Tulsa will want to slow this down, and an opportunity. Good play there from Suarez. Held the ball up just like you want from your centre forward, Anna, and he's won the free kick.
And I think, we mentioned some of the tactical changes that NC had made, moving Suarez to that higher position, and I think this is a great example of why he did that. He has the ability to hold the ball, wait for his teammate to come with him, and play off of him, and he draws the foul here and puts him in a great position. Yeah,
good play here, just forcing Yarrow it is to trip him there. It's a good 25, probably slightly more yards out. It is central. Martinez and DaCosta over it. There's the four-man wall. Maloto's moved away. Suarez also eyeing up the sights. Martinez has moved away. Direct free kick. Referee just telling Zaguru he can't be part of the wall. It's a new rule. Free kick then, referee blows his whistle. Suarez comes up, chips it towards goal, and it's a yard or so over the top, but a decent effort, but a long way out, and you have to do well to beat Dane Sinclair from that distance. Struck it pretty well, Anna.
Yeah, he did, and I think it'll just continue to give him more confidence, including those 3 attackers. We need to see more shots on goal. More shots, their confidence will continue to build, and eventually one will go in the back there.
Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. Sheldon picks it up for the men in white. FC Tulsa, the home side. DaCosta will lay in a little bit of space here, but that's good defending. And they will win the free kick, will Joshua Yarrow. In fact, he hasn't, the throw-in I should say, and I thought it came off Altamirano, I have to say, but Altamirano's won it. The assistant referee down there is much closer than I am. Throw in to Sheldon. In the box it goes, comes away. Here's Maloto. The outside of his right foot, beautiful ball out to Sheldon. Sheldon goes infield, then back to Maloto. Maloto to Altamirano. Altamirano will take on the defender here. Bit of trickery. Gets a good ball into the box. There's no one on the far post. Headed away by Maloney. And Maloney will come away with the ball here for San Antonio. But he's given it away to Bird. Bird, good ball to Martinez. Just outstretched. Couldn't get on the end of that one, Martinez. And here's Garcia winning a header. And the ball is loose again. Bird will pick it up and tidy up as he often does. Zaguru now likes to get forward from that left back roll. Referee and assistant saying it will be a San Antonio ball. Sun starting to disappear from the game and the field here. 28 minutes gone, 0-0. Connor Maloney with the throw-in, short to Herivo. Mitchell Tainter will go back to his keeper, Sinclair. Here's Tainter again. Hurried clearance from Mitchell Tainter. Mitchell Tainter's mother was inducted into the University of Connecticut Hall of Fame this year. Comes from a real soccer family. Here's Garcia. Zaguru now wide on the left. Tries to go down the middle looking for Suarez. That'll be an easy one for the keeper. And all FC Tulsa almost need to keep it shorter passes, don't they? When that long ball sometimes aimless, it just goes away from them a little bit, Anna.
Right, I agree. And they're good at pinging the ball around, combination passes, and they might be getting a bit frustrated and resorting to that long ball, but if they continue to stick with what they know, we've seen that they can really cause some problems and be creative in their runs, and eventually it will come.
And you could argue that as well for San Antonio. We saw a long ball over the top there, and Solinak was offside as well. So both teams seem to be better playing the ball around. Here's Garcia. Lewis clears. DaCosta brings the ball down, but the two Brazilians colliding there, and PC it is with the infringement of the handball. Free kick to FC Tulsa. Zaguro down the left-hand side. Good touch from DaCosta, but across comes PC to clear the danger. Good touch from DaCosta, though. Good piece of skill. And in fact, San Antonio have won the throw-in. And there will be the hydration, break. Fans follow FC Tulsa and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com. Hydration break didn't happen in my day. Did it happen in your day, Anna Beffa?
I got it right on the tail end of it.
but it's good for the players. It's become a little bit of a sort of timeout for the coaches. There's Mike Ensign, who's been so successful this season. I'm sure he'll be saying keep plugging away. There's nothing between these two teams tonight.
Right, I'm sure that's exactly what he's saying. He's probably telling them to stick to what they know. We've seen them kind of go away, as we mentioned, with a couple of the long balls, but they've had success with those combination plays. They've had some really great play, and he's probably just reiterating that and ensuring them that if they keep plugging away, it will come.
Just a free kick really from Suarez, a yard over. Best chance really has come Sean Lewis having to make a save. So on, chances on goal, San Antonio is slightly ahead.
Yeah, San Antonio's definitely had the better opportunities on goal. Sean Lewis has had to come up big, and FC Tulsa, they've gotten in good areas, they've made good runs, but that connecting final pass is lacking, and I think that's something that they're going to have to focus on if they want to get that goal.
It's always an intriguing lineup for me. There's Alan Marchino there. You can see what he's saying to his team there with the formation. It's always interesting to me when you have a team that's playing a back three against a team that's playing a back four. But I say again, those four players in the midfield, two from each team, they're very, very interesting. The battle to me that's going on in the center of the field.
Right, because they're all very similar, and a lot of these plays come from those knockdowns and who's going to win that battle, and you've seen it time and time and again, the aggression in the midfield, because as soon as they get that ball and can quickly penetrate that back line, it can cause real danger for either defense.
There you can see Suarez, Martinez and DaCosta, no doubt up to something in talking about how they're going to attack and break down this very, very good defense that San Antonio has. There's Maloto and Bouchois having a chat. Maloto, who's had a brilliant season, as I said, he's playing more. He's played more in the sort of midfield duo sitting in there. Although against St. Louis, it was good to see him play further up the field, and he got some good attacking threat against St. Louis.
And I think it's a testament to the type of player he is. He's a sort of utility player for FC Tulsa. He has the ability to be flexible and make an impact wherever he is on the field.
Yeah, Lebo Maloto, 30-year-old South African, ex-Nashville, Pittsburgh and Swope Park Rangers. 1 assist this year. Had a good shot that was turned away in the St. Louis game. Gallegos now to Solinak, but there is Bouchois. Bouchois will go towards the touchline, try to get it out to Segura. Does that well into Garcia, confidently played around by FC Tulsa at the back. Here's DaCosta. We'll lay this one off here to Sheldon. DaCosta in a very deep position temporarily here. Swings it out to Garcia with his left foot. Garcia up to Maloto. Good one-touch football in the midfield, but it is Terrivo winning it back for San Antonio, and he'll just lay this one out to Connor Maloney. Tainter now coming forward. Maloto's won that one back. No foul, says the referee. Here's DaCosta. Quickly shut down and then brought down by Zachary Erivo. DaCosta will be picked up by Erivo in the central midfield.
I think FC Tulsa did a great job right there. You saw they didn't overstep. They stayed compact and forced them to play around them, and they eventually won the ball and now have an opportunity going the other way.
Here you can see the clear foul there, just in the back of the legs of DaCosta. No card from the referee, who's refereed it very sensibly. Just having a word with PC there, telling him who's in charge. It's been a clean game so far. Here's Maloto with the free kick. Plays it back to Bourgeois. Bourgeois now to Sheldon. Sheldon will run down some of the grass down the right-hand side here, looking to get at least a corner, and he will get just that. That's good play from Matt Sheldon. He's had a good game down there with Altamirano. They seem to be linking up pretty well, Anna.
They do. You can tell they have some chemistry. Sheldon has been very consistent all year, and we mentioned, he made the switch over to the right side, and it seems to be working for them.
It's going to be a corner then, Seguru and Maloto. Seguru with the in-swinging left footer, maybe. Looks like it is going to be him. 5 white shirts in and around the 6-yard box. In it goes, punched away by the keeper. It's going to come out to Martinez, who hits the shot. And it's gone into the net, but the referee has spotted a foul there, and I think it was a foul on the goalkeeper, Anna.
Yeah, it looked to be that way, but definitely FC Tulsa, gaining more confidence. You saw a shot on goal, showing signs of good attacking play, and it will come.
Still 0-0 the score. Garcia heading that one towards the left-hand side. There's Bourgeois clearing up the danger. They help each other out at the heart of the defence. Do Garcia and Bourgeois. Here's PC. Captain Yarrow then to Montgomery. Erivo going to slip it through there. Good play out to the right hand side. Maloney, ball into the box, away by Maloto, and then left footed away by Zaguru. DaCosta's underneath this one, and he was pulled down by Callum Montgomery, and Montgomery will get a yellow card. I think referee Corrigan wants to have a word with Mr. Montgomery, and I think that's probably right, because I think DaCosta, even though it's on the halfway line, could have slipped away a little bit, Anna.
I agree. I mean, he dropped back in a good space, and keeping his back towards goal, he held that ball up nicely and was definitely a threat.
No card accumulation, no missing games for card accumulation in this slightly shortened season, of course. Here is the replay, first of all in the back, and then I think as DaCosta wanted to get away, Montgomery had his arm round him, pulled him back, and the referee said that is a yellow card. First of the game. 37 minutes gone. 0-0. Maloto didn't quite get it through to DaCosta. Segura will be happy though to take this throw and level with the 18-yard line down the FC Tulsa left, in the little bit of sunshine that still is over the field. DaCosta up against 2, and it's a goal kick. Wear what the players wear. Rep your favourite soccer team by visiting the FC Tulsa online shop today. Get your 2020 city or state kit, FC Tulsa scarves, t-shirts, face masks and more. Visit fctulsa.com and click on the shop tab to browse all FC Tulsa gear. Keeper Sinclair drives it towards the right hand side. It's going to finish up the feet of Zaguro. Zaguro now going round one, didn't get past Connor Maloney, who's impressed me as a right wing back. The former Penn State man, joined in January this year from Columbus. Martinez has just run out of field there. He's just let that one go out. He's interesting character, Connor Maloney. He actually played at Penn State with his older brother Austin in his junior and senior years. And he also has a sister, Kelsey, who played 4 years at West Virginia, real soccer family. Here he is, the man on the ball now. Lays it back to Tainter. Tainter will go across to Montgomery, who's had that yellow card, of course. Ball loose in the middle of the field. Garcia does well to win it for FC Tulsa. Here's to Costa. That was a really important win there from Garcia, Anna.
It was. He did a great job judging that. If he misses that, it could potentially be really painful for that back line. Ball over the top from Bourgeois. Away by Montgomery. San Antonio, who way back in March beat Real Monarchs SLC by 1-0. Back in the middle of July when this group stage got underway, they were at RGV, who they've played a number of times. They drew 1-1 and then at home beat them 1-0. And then a really good 6-goal thriller. They came out victors 4-2 at Austin Bold, and an impressive 3-0 victory at OKC last Saturday. So they've scored at least one in every game they've played. 0-0 here though, as the ball is cleared. Great leap from Bourgeois, and I think Bailone felt that one. Just holding the side of his head. Zaguro shepherds the ball out, and it's going to be a throw-in. De Costa goes back to Zaguro. Here's Martinez. Zaguro long ball looking for Suarez. Suarez is in behind the defence. Suarez with a real opportunity. A shot, save. The closest FC Tulsa have gone on St. Clair's goal. It was a beautiful ball over the top. Found Suarez. He struck it well enough with his left foot, but that's a fine save from the 6'4", 23-year-old Dane Sinclair. Best opportunity will bring Anna in just a moment. Ball loose here with PC and Gallegos. That was a decent opportunity from Suarez, Anna. Yeah, really promising. Suarez with a thoughtful run behind the defense. He gets in a good area, and it's going to be tough to beat Sinclair. So, in that position, that might be one of those chances where you got to take advantage and hit it a little lower, hit it on frame, and really challenge the keeper. But definitely better from FC Tulsa and a more promising attack. Decent
save by both goalkeepers. Sean Lewis for FC Tulsa and Dane Sinclair just a moment ago then for San Antonio. Keeps us locked at 0-0. That's a good turn from Gallegos, who tries to get the ball through, and the referee's saying there was a pull by Lone on Bourgeois. Pick each other up. It's been a very respectful game. Difficult decision, but by only saying, well, I didn't do anything wrong. Bourgeois, I think a lot of referees will go there, Anna, with the defender in that position when it's a kind of a 50-50 tussle. Would you agree with that?
Probably. It's tough to call in that position because both players, obviously going, like you said, 50-50, battling it out, and that's not a position where he would probably call a penalty, so most likely would favor the defender.
Here's Sheldon. Keeping control of the ball, had to go down on one knee there. Here's Suarez. Good 1-2 here. Here's De Costa inside the box here. Can he pull it back? He certainly can. Hits the defender. And De Costa almost apologising. It's one of those balls that you try and drag back to the 6-yard line. Didn't quite make it to one of his teammates. Sheldon with a good ball into the box. Headed away by Montgomery back there. Here's Maloto. Arrivo does well to tidy up. Slips the ball here through to Gallegos. Arrivo again, back to Gallegos. Sliding challenge coming in, and that's Bird, and Bird will get a yellow card because he's come in the back there of Gallegos. I don't think anybody can really argue with that card, can they, Anna?
No, I don't think they can. I mean, it was a dangerous play, a reckless challenge. He comes in from behind. A good call by the referee.
So a card apiece. There's the two players. Bird sportingly checking if the 18-year-old is okay. He's a very good player. Both of them are very good players in their different ways. Eric Bird has missed the first game of the season, but he's done well to solidify his place in the central two defensive midfielders. Talking of defensive midfielders, here's PC. the Brazilian into the box. Good header away by Bourgeois, and that's going to fall nicely for Da Costa. Da Costa goes down. Herivo it was with the challenge. Interesting story about Zachary Herivo there, the number 14. He was born in Japan, but he's represented Haiti, and he said he played against Argentina, and he said there were just blue and white shirts everywhere when he looked up every time he had the ball. A really good story, playing against one of the best teams in the world. Here's the man, Herivo. FC Tulsa's next home match is Wednesday, August the 19th at One Oak Field. You won't want to miss another exciting match day during the first home season of the FC Tulsa era. Get your tickets today at fctulsa.com/tickets or call 918-297-6808 as San Antonio win a corner. Great time to score a goal, horrible time to concede one here, Anna. Late on in the first half, we played the 45. There'll be 4 minutes to be added on. You don't want to concede now if you're FC Tulsa.
No, especially, and they've shown in the last 10 or 15 minutes some real signs of positive attacking play, so not the time to concede heading into halftime, but I mean, if you're San Antonio, definitely they've had some chances and they've been knocking on the door.
PC it is then, with the right arm aloft and a left-footed in-swinger. Right underneath the nose of Lewis. Good header away by Sheldon. Ball ricocheting away. Now here's Martinez. Martinez, the 34-year-old Cuban, driving down the middle of the field. He's got Altamirano in here, but it's just gone too much for Altamirano. Just overhit. Easy for Dane Sinclair in the end, and a real opportunity, Anna Beffa.
I mean, we've talked about how dangerous Martinez is attacking that back line. He was kind of isolated. Altamirano did a great job running with him and making that run. Again, can't connect that final pass with FC Tulsa. That's something that I think Ensign will talk about into halftime that they need to clean up.
Thanks again for your company on ESPN Plus and also My 41 locally here in the Tulsa region. Glad to have your company here at One Oak. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffa with you, bringing you the commentary of this matchup, first v second in Group D. 5 points separating the two teams on display tonight. FC Tulsa have played fewer games, of course. Herivo again, just able to easily find Callum Montgomery. He picks out Maloney. PC keeps it simple in the midfield. Herivo just laying the ball off again to Montgomery, who's quite happy to play it across the back three to Yarrow. Here's PC. Is there an opportunity for the away team here before half-time? That was Blake Smith just overcooking that ball, and that will go through harmlessly for a goal kick. FC Tulsa kept the line pretty well there, Anna, trying to see out the 4 minutes here. We've played 2 of them, and I think both coaches would probably be glad to get in now, sit their teams down and say, okay, 0-0 half-time. We'll see what the second half will bring. And I think both coaches will have good things to say to their teams.
I agree. I think both sides have had moments of positive play. San Antonio has really been threatening on the attack, and they've had some really great opportunities. As we mentioned, FC Tulsa, they're putting together great combination play. The runs from the forwards are penetrating that back line. They're getting in good areas, but they're having a hard time connecting that final ball.
Here's Da Costa with a shot. Brought it down extremely well, did Rodrigo Da Costa. Just got underneath it, and again, nothing on the frame there. There is the man, Rodrigo Da Costa. 2 goals, scored in the first 2 games of the season in the 1-1 draw, which seems an age ago now, in Sacramento. And also in the second game, the second away game, more recently down at Taft Stadium in the 1-1 draw. Such an important figure for Mike Ensign's men, whether he's scoring goals or he's playing in the number 10 position, linking up the play. Very, very decent player. Second season with FC Tulsa. Here's Bourgeois. We're in the dying embers of the first half now, and the 4 minutes being added on. Matt Sheldon just twisting and turning to Bird. Bourgeois. Nobody will want to make a mistake now. Here's Garcia. Does well with his first touch there. Solinek was breathing down the back of him. Here is Martinez. Just hits the heel there of Da Costa, and the referee brings proceedings here at One Oak. The first time we've had soccer here for some 5 months, and it's been an intriguing first half. It's 0-0. And Anna, as we just said, I think, you know, both goalkeepers have had decent save to make each, and I think tactically it's a great matchup of two really good teams.
I agree, and it sounds simple, but one goal might be the difference here, and I think that's something that both coaches are going to emphasize going into half. Both teams are right there. They've had the opportunity, and it's just going to be staying focused and connecting that final pass and finishing it off.
There you see it. 0-0. We will be back with the second half and the halftime show.
We have at our Han Appliance outlet. We're at 41st and Memorial and open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we've got new product coming in every week. Come see us this weekend to look through hundreds of closeout, scratch and dent, and floor model displays, all discounted at 30, 40, even 50% off. Now, these great deals go quick, so come see us this weekend to save big on a small scratch or dent. Han Appliance outlet at 41st and Memorial. Put us to the test.
Banjo! Sorry, it won't happen again.
On an endless road.
Come on, let's go home.
Oh, I found you.
After 10 years, we've covered a lot of miles. Good thing I got a Subaru.
Love is out there. Find it in a Subaru Crosstrek.
Stop by Ferguson Subaru now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
If this is your life, make it your career. Oklahoma Technical College can help you turn what you love into a lifetime career in less than a year. Oklahoma Technical College teaches 5 of Oklahoma's top 100 most critical careers, including electrical, diesel, automotive, welding, and HVAC. Oklahoma needs more skilled workers just like you in these fields. As a nonprofit private career college, you'll know OTC is the right choice to take your career to the next level. Learn more at oklahomatechnicalcollege.com. Oklahoma Technical College. 1-year college, lifetime career.
USL is proud to bring professional soccer back into our communities and across the ESPN family of networks. Follow your local club and don't miss these exciting matches coming up on ESPN2 or ESPN Deportes.
Dr. George Champus from Northwestern and U.S. Soccer's Chief Medical Officer joins me. The protocols that were created in the case of the USL Championship and USL League One takes well over 50 pages to document. Describe the USL Championship's particular return to play and the role that you played in helping to craft those guidelines.
Yeah, obviously the credit goes to USL. The credit goes to USL, their owners, all the staff, really putting in the work, getting on calls multiple times a week with other leagues, but also recognizing that all the leagues can't be the same, and all recognizing that the elements are different for each of them. And I think it's important to touch on that because it's important for us to be able to create a mitigation strategy, layers of protection that our players are comfortable with, that our public are comfortable with, while respecting the virus. So USL has done a tremendous job. They've invested a lot of time and energy consulting with others to be able to put this forth. Hopefully I was a conduit and someone who provided, that medical expertise and brought everybody together. And if we can all come out of this safe and and be able to show a model not only for sport, but for public, that would be a great outcome.
Here's a sizzling deal. Get a large one-topping Mazzio's Price Buster pizza for just $7.99. Dine in, carry out, or delivery. Either way, you'll get the same great taste at a great low price. Mazzio's. Get ready for great.
Last year, Belfour did 114,000 different jobs around the world. We've been to floods, fires, tornado sites, earthquakes, where people have lost everything. Yes, your homes can be rebuilt, and yes, your businesses will be rebuilt, but most importantly, your lives will be rebuilt. There's nothing that we cannot fix, and we believe that.
It's our pictures.
To me, that's Belfour. At Belfour, we're restoring more than property.
I saw them out of the corner of my eye. Just a blur when they jumped the median. There was nothing I could do. She's safe because of our first Outback, and our new one's even safer.
Welcome to the all-new Subaru Outback, an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, the highest level of safety you can earn.
Stop by Ferguson Subaru now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
So much variety for such a low price. Mazzio's 24-item salad bar with crisp, fresh greens, veggies, and toppings is now only $5.99. Create your own, just the way you like it at Mazzio's. Get ready for great.
Then half-time here at One Oak Field. It's 0-0 between FC Tulsa and San Antonio. First versus second, of course, San Antonio with that record at the top. They're 4-1-0. FC Tulsa 2-2-0. And Anna, it's been quite an even first half. We'll get to the highlights in just a few seconds, but both coaches, as we said, be pretty happy with the first half.
Right, they have to be. They've had good chances, about 50-50 possession. Also, I mean, the dual success rate is 50-50 as well, so we've seen those battles in the midfield, those four key players really battling it out to try to find that connecting pass to penetrate the defense. Both teams have been able to get in good areas, but it's going to be who can connect and stay focused in that final third and finish it off. 6 shots to FC Tulsa, 3 to San Antonio, but more importantly, shots on target have been 2 for FC Tulsa and 1 for San Antonio. Both goalkeepers have had to make a save. We'll be looking at some of the half-time highlights in just a few moments. Good crowd in. It's been a long time since we've seen soccer here at One Oak Field, but they're certainly enjoying this one. And as we said, it's really even Steven here. Let's have a look at some of the first half highlights. It was Tulsa who got us underway with their first opportunity, Anna. I mean, we've seen some really good combination plays. See an example of it right there. He's kind of falling away from it, but still a great opportunity on goal. You know, you're not going to score if you don't shoot on frame, so great job to start us off.
And then a volley here from Maloto, just hits the defender, sorry, Altamirano. It goes away for a goal kick, and that was a couple of chances for Tulsa. And then, of course, San Antonio.
San Antonio has been really threatening. Their runs behind the back line have proven to cause problems, but we see right there, Sean Lewis does a great job punching it over the bar to keep his team.
Yeah, solid with that one. Here's Altamirano chipping the ball through, and a great piece of defending from captain Joshua Yarrow, playing as one of the back three. And then San Antonio again, Anna.
San Antonio again, you talked about it. They've been super creative in the attacking third. Sean Lewis comes up again. Bologna, you know, frustrated with that. He feels like he should have done better, but San Antonio has really had some good looks.
And then there was a free kick from Suarez that was a good couple of yards over, nothing for Dane St. Clair to do. Here's Seguro chipping it through. Good chance here, Anna, for Suarez.
This might have been their best opportunity, as you mentioned. Suarez does a great job kind of drifting off that back line and getting in a good area. It's going to be tough to beat St. Clair, but he's hungry and it's showing, and I think, you know, if they keep chipping away, it will come.
I mean, we can talk about it all we want, but this first goal, if it comes tonight, as we look at some of the stats, is going to be so important. 6 shots, as I said, on for FC Tulsa, 3 there for San Antonio. On target, we've pretty much seen them there in those halftime highlights, and we said that the possession, we talked about the 4 in the middle. It's been a good possession game, and it's 52-48. I mean, it's such a finely balanced game, this one, isn't it?
Right, and both teams want to keep the ball on the ground, which has made this game really just so fun to watch. We've seen instances where teams are getting frustrated. They want to play over the top. They're itching for that next goal. But both teams, their bread and butter is on the ground. Combination play, which I think is why they match up so well, and both of them have been successful all season.
It's a good point you make, because the times we saw the long ball, it just didn't work. It was ineffective, wasn't it?
Right, and I mean, there have been moments, Suarez at the end, that was a long ball, but you have to pick and choose. You have to be very intentional when you play those balls, and I think overall both teams find more success when they find those through balls on the ground, when they make penetrating runs and utilize the talent that they have with the combination play.
Hannah, another interesting thing that obviously, you know, with the COVID and squads, etc., we've now got 5 substitutes of each team. I'd be surprised if we saw all 5, you know, all 10 players come on from the bench, but it gives the coaches another dynamic to this game. But who is going to be brave enough to change it? You know, do you keep going like this for, you know, another 15, bring it up to the 60-minute mark and make a change? It's going to be interesting with these 2 good coaches.
Right, it's tough to say, and you know, both teams played on Saturday, which is another factor to bring into this game. You want to keep your players fresh, and you want to bring in, you know, sometimes some fresh legs to mix it up and add some creativity. So I think you make a good point. Both coaches have some tough decisions to make, especially with that many options and 5 substitutions.
Yeah, you can see the substitutes out there warming up. Of course, if they were to make substitutes at half-time, that doesn't count in the 3 opportunities that you get to make the 5 subs, but it certainly makes it into an interesting 18-man squad for each team. And again, you look at the bench, and you know, there are players that will be disappointed they didn't play in the starting 11. Such is the excellence of these 2 squads and these 2 great teams.
Right, and both coaches mentioned that there are really talented players that aren't in the 18. So just from top to bottom, these squads have an excellent, you know, they have excellent depth, which is a tough decision for coaches, but it's a problem that they want to have. They want to be able to have those options, and in games like this, when someone, you know, might get a little tired or they want to bring in fresh legs, they have that option.
Here's some halftime scores for you in the Eastern Conference. Charlotte Independence 0, Birmingham Legion FC 0. Full-time New York Red Bulls 2-1. Loudon United FC getting a away win there by 2-1. 71 minutes gone, it's Atlanta United 2, Atlanta United 2-0, Tampa Bay Rowdies 1, and at 9 o'clock Central, it's San Diego Loyal SC versus Orange County SC. We haven't been able to bring you a goal here, but what we can tell you is that we're in for a cracking second half. It might be 0-0, but we'll see. Could it be just the odd goal that wins it here at One Oak Field? We're going to stay with the action here as here come FC Tulsa, and a look at Mike Enstian. And again, let's sing his praises, Hannah. Just amazing. Not just the team that he picks and puts out, but it's all the unsung hero work that he's done, keeping this squad going through delays. There he is, and it's his squad, isn't it? It's nobody else's. He chose this squad. It's all on him.
Exactly, and I mean, you mentioned it, he's kept his team engaged throughout this just weird environment that we're all dealing with. They've stayed consistent, they've stayed fit, and I mean, it's showing. They've been very successful on the road, which is really hard to do. This being their first home game, and they're still undefeated, is very, very impressive. And as a player, to stay mentally tough through those moments is just a testament to how tough this team is, and that they're here to play, and they're here to be a top contender in this group.
There's the 2 Cubans in the squad there. Martinez number 6 there, and Suarez has had an opportunity in that first half. And there are the FC Tulsa team just keeping their legs warm, ready to go for this next 45 minutes. Don't go anywhere, because this is lining up to be a cracking second half. who's going to come away with the 3 points, or will it indeed be a point each tonight? There's the referee, Mr. Corrigan, and we don't often talk enough about good referees, and I think he's refereed it extremely well. There's been a yellow card, which I think everybody would have given. And I think there's been a respect from the two teams that they want to play a game of football, and we don't want to see littered with fouls, do we? I think he's done well, and I think the players have done well.
I agree with you, and he's kept the game in line. It hasn't been too chippy. Both, as you mentioned, both teams, mutual respect for the respective programs, and they want to play the game. You've seen 50-50 challenges. They're going for the ball. They've played very, very well, and I think the referee's done a great job in allowing them to play in certain moments and keeping it under control when he needs to.
There was a shot of Angel Zaguru there, the Albanian, 6'1", 27-year-old. 2 substitute appearances. He's played 84 minutes before this, but he was brought into the team today. Ex-Chattanooga Red Wolves player in USL League One. It's going to be San Antonio then to kick off. Solinak gets us underway in those red and black check shirts. We've got fireworks going off. It's all happening. We hope there's going to be fireworks. From an FC Tulsa point of view, if you're a home fan, and welcoming as well to San Antonio fans who will be looking on, intrigued to see their team. 0-0 at half-time here. Of course, they can't be knocked off top spot today, but if FC Tulsa were to get the 3 points, they'd be within 2 points and a game in hand. Top 2 go through to the playoffs, of course. A lot of soccer to be played. San Antonio in 3 days' time will be at home to Austin Bold. FC Tulsa have a 7-day rest. They're back here next Wednesday. Against Austin Bold as well, same opposition. Austin Bold will have a lot to say in this Group D. Here's Herivo. PC threading it forward. Gallegos didn't get on the end of that one. Maloto to Martinez. Martinez threading the ball infield here, plenty of space for Altamirano. FC Tulsa all in white tonight, playing from right to left on your screens. Altamirano just trying to trick his way through there, but PC, the little triangle there, tidies up. He's had a good game, he just keeps it simple. Him and Herivo try to dominate the midfield, but they're up against a decent pair in Bird and Maloto, as we've alluded to in this game. Mitchell Tainter has overhit that one. Download the official FC Tulsa app today. Use it to access your FC Tulsa tickets. Keep up to date with the latest FC Tulsa news and scores. Get ticket and merch deals and more. Visit the App Store or Google Play Store today to download the official FC Tulsa app. PC tied on the touchline there, just lays it back here to Montgomery. No changes, by the way, as far as we can see. Ball cleared away by St. Clair. This is a good, tricky run into the box now. Can he pull it back? He can, but there's Tainter with the left foot. But what a great run from that man in frame now, Matt Sheldon.
He really did an excellent job coming up from that right back position. Shows a lot of creativity, kind of weaves through the defense. Good piece of strength right there, and just keeps going. Unfortunate he doesn't connect. At the top of the box, Suarez was there waiting. Another good opportunity for FC Tulsa.
Short corner. Maloto. Altamirano trying to chip it in there, but it caught PC on the side of the head. Solinak now running down the right-hand side, but Martinez does extremely well there to lay the ball back. His fitness levels are tremendous, aren't they, for the 34-year-old there, Martinez?
They are, and he sets the tone for the rest of the team. I mean, everyone on the field is attacking with full force as well as defending.
Martinez, who made 54 caps for Cuba.
Something to be said about Martinez as well. We talked to Encian earlier in the week about his leadership with the group, and something that's, you know, sticks out with him is he's very competitive, and every game is a championship game. He doesn't care about, you know, what goes on outside outside the field, people say they know that their team is strong, and at the end of the day, they want the 3 points no matter how they get it, and it's led by Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez, who slotted away the penalty to win the game at RGV, the one that spanned either side of midnight. That frustrating evening as we waited for the weather. Here's a good ball out to the right-hand side for Antonio. Here's Maloney into the box. PC now will strike one, left-footed. But a good few yards over, and again, nothing for Sean Lewis to do. Thank you for your company here on ESPN Plus and also My 41 locally here in the Tulsa region. Glad to have your company here at One Oak Field in downtown Tulsa. In this new era for FC Tulsa. Connor Maloney it is with the throw-in back to Tainter. Tainter across to Montgomery. Montgomery was booked in the first half. Threads the ball down the left-hand side to Blake Smith. Sheldon, was he caught there? Play on, says the referee. Bourgeois had a sliding challenge in on him. Zaguro's given that one away here to Maloney. Maloney with a little bit of space. And the referee said there was a foul there by Eric Bird on PC. Free kick to San Antonio, who've come out pretty strong after the break here, Anna.
They definitely have, and you know, they have that extra intensity, and I think, as you mentioned, they have a standard. They've come in leading the group, and they want to keep that. So they're definitely looking to score the first goal.
PC will wait for the 10 yards here. Two-man wall there of Suarez and Martinez. Altamirano joining in. Sean Lewis directing them. Everybody back in a white shirt. Referee pacing out the 10 yards. Crucial moment in the game. Will PC be eyeing up the frame here? He's the only one around it. Direct free kick. Slight hush here at One Oak. As PC comes up, strikes it left-footed towards goal and just wide of the post. And Sean Lewis, I think, to be fair, had that covered, he says, before seeing the replay, Anna, but certainly PC knows what to do with a dead ball free kick.
Here, I think we'll get another look at it here. PC, great technique, trying to bend the ball into that right side around, up and over the wall, but you're right, I think Sean Lewis had that covered, but still a great opportunity for San Antonio.
Zaguru over the top here. Suarez now, he's got in between the two defenders here, Suarez, but he's surrounded now by red and black shirts. Lays it back, but Herivo there, that was just such an impressive defensive play from San Antonio. They surrounded Suarez as soon as he got the ball. Here's Martinez. Bird now, bit of space here for Altamirano, who will run here at Blake Smith. Altamirano with the outside of his right foot, wanted to bend it, but didn't quite get the curl that he wanted. So two things to talk about, Anna. The impressive surrounding of Suarez, but then immediately FC Tulsa coming back on the attack with Altamirano.
And Etienne talked about that earlier this week. He was ready for that. That's something that San Antonio is very, very good at. If they lose the ball, they swarm quickly, and they look to win the ball back immediately. And then on the other side, FC Tulsa with a good attack. Altamirano's had a great game tonight. He's been creative. He's gotten in good areas. You saw him hold his hand up right there. I think he knows he should have done better. Might not have been the opportunity that he wanted to shoot that with the outside of his right foot, but you see that creative side of him, and you know, he's definitely been an impact in tonight's game.
FC Tulsa started with a draw 1-1 back in March in Sacramento. Followed up on the 1st of July with a 1-1 draw. Here's the ball over the top. That'll go all the way through to Sinclair at OKC. Then that famous game that went on for hours. They won 2-1 at Rio Grande Valley. Before that, a very impressive win, which made a lot of people sit up and look at this FC Tulsa team. 2-0 victory at St. Louis. Never an easy place to go, but they dominated the game and won it by 2-0. And Sheldon battling away with Smith.
But you mentioned the success on the road that this team has had, and we've talked about it all night. The mentality to go away and do that, especially not having a single home game all season. is a testament to how Encian runs this team and the leadership and the mentality to close out those games against some really good competition.
Here's Gallegos trying to trick his way into the box. He's still got the ball here, lays it back here to Herivo. Good play from him. That's a lovely twist and turn. Gallegos again from the right-hand side, low into the box, cut out very well. And FC Tulsa defended that pretty well. Here's Martinez. It really is end-to-end stuff. And Gallegos with a little nutmeg there does well. Up the heart of the field here. He's still going into the box. Gallegos still going. Left-footed shot. Didn't quite get it as he wanted. No save for Sean Lewis. He is a tricky customer, the 18-year-old.
He is. You definitely don't want him running at you. I think FC Tulsa did a good job compacting and forcing him outside. Might want to step up a little earlier, but Sean Lewis seemed to have it under control. He had that right side covered, so good defending from FC Tulsa, but Gallegos causing some problems.
The USL's elite pre-professional platform, USL Academy, allows clubs across the USL to build a pathway to pro soccer by bringing together top local youth talent. Following the success of the first Academy Cup events, clubs can now apply to participate. As the ball is into the box, an easy catch. Can apply to participate in the USL Academy League, kicking off in spring 2021. For more information, visit usl-academy.com or search #USL Academy on social media. Here's Zaguru. Down to Martinez. This is Mike Henson will want Martinez on the ball. Low ball into the box. Great cut out there from Yaro. Back into the box again. Little bit of confusion. And then Bird doesn't volley it. Altamirano with a shot. And his shot is just over the bar. Bird didn't catch it. Altamirano did. But again, just over the bar. Anna, for you to take us through the replay.
Yeah, I think we'll get another look at it here. Some really great opportunities. An excellent ball in from that left side. San Antonio does well to defend it. Again, FC Tulsa, they're starting to gain confidence. That shot wasn't on frame, but you see it in their play. They're confident. They want that next goal.
No foul by Altamirano. Yes, there was. Referee trying to play some advantage. Sensible refereeing again. Brings the ball back for the foul on Blake Smith. There's Altamirano. The 30-year-old Honduran. Came on as a substitute and gave the assist to the other substitute at St. Louis, and that was Suarez, who's playing tonight. Free kick to FC Tulsa in their own half. Here's Bourgeois. Picks out Maloto. Maloto will pick out Suarez. Lovely turn from Suarez, bringing in Martinez. Martinez now, what can he do with it? Tries to scoop it in there to Bird. Cut out well.
Suarez made that look so simple. Really a great piece of skill to show strength and turn out right there.
Now here's Di-Renzo, who came on at half-time. Shot towards goal, easy save. Gonzalo Di-Renzo.
And San Antonio's had a couple of shots here in the last few minutes, but FC Tulsa forcing them to take shots farther away from goal, and I think that's okay because Sean Lewis is equipped to handle those, and as you can see, he's handling them very easily.
Baloney it was who made way for Di-Renzo. So the first substitution of the game. Here's Herivo now in the midfield. Got Maloney coming up from right wing back. PC, plenty of space for him to work in. Picks out Gallegos. And now Smith. Blake Smith has run out of possession. Now that'll be a goal kick for FC Tulsa. Both teams really defending well in this game, Anna.
They are. I mean, we talked about it. They haven't given up many goals. Both teams play similar style. They want to play out of the back and they want to possess. San Antonio does a really great job. Encian talked about how, you know, they have to respect the opponent. They have the ability to move the ball quickly from back to front. But FC Tulsa, they've shown that trio in the back with Garcia, Bourgeois, Lewis, they've done a great job of compacting when they need to and getting the ball up the field quickly when it's necessary.
Yaro wins the header there, but only as far as Altamirano. He chips it over the top here, and in there is Suarez, and he just couldn't get a second touch on the ball. I think he just got something on it. Good goalkeeping again from Dane Sinclair, but danger there, and a really nice chip over the top and a good run. Anna.
Yeah, I mean, the creativity there with the accuracy of that chip, unfortunate that it's just out of reach. But again, I mean, they can taste it. It's coming. They've created good opportunities, and that creativity, I think, is what's going to get them that goal.
Tainter then will go across the back three to Callum Montgomery. He finds Smith down that left-hand side. There's a clash, and the referee said it was a foul on Altamirano. He's okay. He's going to pick himself up. FC Tulsa do have Callum Chapman-Page, who is a defender. Pani Boichi and Toby Uzo, who scored the USL Championship fans goal of the season with an overhead kick last year on the bench. Plenty of options, as did San Antonio. Here's Suarez. Can he pull it back? No, he's just in two minds there, Suarez. But good signs for FC Tulsa. He's getting in behind the defence.
Right, and those penetrating runs are what's going to help them get that goal. And I think, you have to point out the vision from Martinez to drive at that back line and create, the defense has to make a decision, and Martinez really does well to find that through ball. Unfortunately, Suarez can't bring it in, but still a good look from FC Tulsa.
Again, Maloney with plenty of space here, threading it forward in behind the fence. Solinak's in there, but that's great defending again. It's what I was alluding to. Bradley Bourgeois aware of the danger, Anna.
Right, and Bourgeois, I mean, he has no other option there. He has to come through with that tackle, and he does. And I think that's why this defense is sort of built around just how athletic he is, how smart he is, and he does an excellent job recovering there.
Bradley Bourgeois, a great favourite in Tulsa, as I've alluded to. Went to the local University of Tulsa. Here he is on the ball. Spent some time at Nashville. Zaguru will go all the way back to the man in all orange tonight. That's Sean Lewis. And forward comes Maloto. Altamirano. Montgomery sticking tight to him. Oh, good dummy there now. Here's Suarez up against two. Suarez onto his left foot. Suarez hits a defender. Down goes St. Clair. And Suarez head in hands. Another chance for FC Tulsa.
I'm telling you, that creativity from DaCosta, I think that's what's going to help FC Tulsa just get over the edge. Really, really impressive to have that vision with Suarez running behind him. Unfortunately, couldn't get that final pass and that shot on past St. Clair, but again, that creativity is going to really help them, I think.
Maloney switching passes with Arivo, cut out well. Maloney wins it back to PC. PC with the outside of his left foot. That's a brilliant ball, bringing in Blake Smith, but I say brilliant ball, it's just not at the curve to curve back in field, and it will be a goal kick for Sean Lewis. Whole body cryotherapy, whether you're a CrossFitter or a carpooler, Tulsa's healing power benefits you 6 ways. Learn more and schedule a $20 trial session now at cryotulsa.com. Goal kick then for Lewis. Suarez wins that header. It's a brilliant win. Now, can Altamirano keep it in? Yes, he certainly can. Rodrigo DaCosta waits in the box. Here's Altamirano's chip. Montgomery, second bite of the cherry. Good ball into the box. Tainter with the header away. And it's going to be a corner. And FC Tulsa, Anna Beffa, are knocking on the door here at One Oak.
They are, Dave. They've been extremely threatening these last few minutes. Really excited to see them moving with some more confidence.
Here's Maloto. Good trickery from Maloto. Can he get a ball in? Yes, he can. Oh, it hit the Rodrigo DaCosta in the chest, and somehow it falls into the grateful arms of Dane St. Clair. And One Oak Field are seeing a great game. It's end-to-end, because here now is Solinak. Solinak now has been driven slightly wide onto his right foot. Can he lay it back? Yes, he can. Di Renzo's in the box. And again, there's great defending here from Sheldon, who clears the lines, and you cannot take your eyes off this one, Anna Beffa. It is end-to-end action.
No, you can't. I do not know how FC Tulsa didn't score right there. Great job from San Antonio defending. But honestly, I'm really impressed. The mental aspect of FC Tulsa getting back as quickly as they did to defend that counter from San Antonio. Great job to recover, and you're right, Dave, end-to-end, both teams putting everything on the line. I think one goal might separate these two teams.
Well, here is PC. Herivo. Both teams finding more space in this second half. Dorenzo lays it off to Herivo. And here's Dorenzo again, hitting one! Oh, what a save! What a save! It was a great hit from Dorenzo. And it was an equally good save from Sean Lewis and Anabefa. That is tremendous goalkeeping, but a wonderful shot from the Argentinian here, the number 7.
We'll get a look at it here. Dorenzo hit that perfectly. The only thing that could have been more perfect if it goes in, but with someone like Sean Lewis, it's going to have to be perfect. Sean Lewis comes up big. I mean, he connects with this so well. He's in great position, strong hands, keeps FC Tulsa in this game. Everybody back in a white shirt here defending. Ball into the box. Where's it going to fall? Altamirano is beaten physically to that challenge, but he's got it back here now. He's driving down the right-hand side. As we said, it's end-to-end. Can they switch it to Martinez down this left-hand side? Martinez now, he's going to drive here at Conor Maloney into the box, looking for Maloto, who made a foraging run forward. Martinez has won it back, but PC just about got enough on that one. Herivo now has got to be careful. He's given it away. Here's Da Costa. Oh, desperate challenge from Herivo. And the referee has given a free kick. And this one, Anabefa, is slightly left of centre. And it's only 22 yards out. This is an opportunity for FC Tulsa. It is. I think San Antonio is starting to play on their heels. FC Tulsa's attacking with force, and you see it right there. Even when they lose the ball, they swarm quickly, get it back, and puts them in a good opportunity with this free kick.
FC Tulsa want to make a couple of changes as well, but here's the challenge. Herivo got himself in a bit of a pickle here, and there he just goes into the back of Rodrigo Da Costa, and that's a free kick every day of the week.
And it's late in the game, and when we see that defending after plays like that, it shows the mental toughness of this team and how bad they want to win in the heart of this team.
A couple of substitutions that we will tell you about. Marlon is coming on for Christian Altamirano, who's had a really decent game for me. Who will come on in a like-for-like swap. And also, Ayagua's coming on for Eric Bird. Bird, who got a yellow card. So he comes off free kick to be taken in a moment. Hey, FC Tulsa fans, visit any of the 7 Tulsa Panera Bread locations to try out the new lineup on the menu. The Smokehouse Barbecue, Chipotle Bacon Melt, and Teriyaki Chicken Sandwiches are sure to have you cheering. Dining rooms are open, or order online at panerabread.com for pickup or delivery right to you. Panera, food it should be, participating cafes only. Free kick. Da Costa lining his sights up. Da Costa comes up, hits it left-footed. And it's a yard or so over, and by his own standards, he'll be a little bit disappointed not to have got that one on frame, Anna.
I agree. I mean, good opportunity. It looks similar to the shot in the first half. I think, you know, have to get those on frame to give yourself a chance.
The 2 substitutions made. Here we see it again. Da Costa there just a yard or so over, and Sinclair able to just glance at that one as it went over into the FC Tulsa fans who are behind the goal there. Garcia has pushed Dorenzo in the back. Dorenzo had that wonderful effort just a couple of minutes ago. Both goalkeepers have been brought into action tonight. We're seeing very good goalkeepers and very good defences. Both teams desperate to unlock each other's defence in this battle at the top of Group D. PC on the ball again. This is much further out and much further towards the right-hand touchline. Everybody back again in a white shirt. Just a one-man wall there of Suarez. Dario Suarez. Here's PC. Chipping the ball over the back line. That'll be easy for Lewis. He'll be happy to see that one. Maloto sprints out wide. Marlon sprints out wide on the right. And here he is now. On the ball. The Brazilian. Into the box, low ball into the box, and it comes off the defender, Yarrow. There's no pass back, it goes to Sinclair. An immediate impact, but we'll come back to that in a minute, because here's Gallegos, who just slipped the defender there. Gallegos now driving the defence, middle, slips it through. Was it a foul? Yes, says the referee, and now a free kick, left of centre, and a yellow card for Garcia. This is boiling up into a tremendous game, Anna, and this is an opportunity now for San Antonio.
It is, as you mentioned, Dave, it's back and forth, both teams going 100 miles an hour. Gallegos, you see a glimpse of how dangerous he can be with his creativity and just, you know, accelerating right at that back line, forcing FC Tulsa to make a play, and fortunately it results in a free kick in a dangerous area.
69 minutes gone, and you'd be a brave person to predict the outcome of this game. 0-0 it is. A beautiful One Oak Field here in downtown Tulsa as the referee paces out 10 yards. PC and substitute Direnzo over the ball. Who will it be to strike on goal here? Garcia was booked for the foul. Important moment, you feel, in the game here. Referee blows his whistle. Direnzo it is, comes up, strikes it through the wall. Easy save again for Sean Lewis. It went through the wall, I think, Anna, and they're never easy for goalkeepers. But again, they're the man in frame, safe hands.
No, Sean Lewis does an excellent job reading that one right into his hands.
Segura gets a 1-2 with Iagua, who's come into the central midfield in place of Bird. Maloto trying to flick the ball onto Suarez. Easy for Joshua Yara, the captain, to go back to St. Clair. And that's an easy one. Matt Sheldon pushed off the ball by Direnzo. Bouchoir picks out the left back here. Zaguru. Zaguru to Martinez. Martinez, good ball down the left-hand side here to the Brazilian Da Costa. His ball is slightly overhit, but it's going to go to a touch from Blake Smith, and it'll be a throw-in now. Deep in San Antonio territory, down the right here for Matt Sheldon there. Sheldon flicked on well, and Marlon is offside. Haven't seen too many offsides for FC Tulsa. What a great game this is. 0-0. 70 coming up to 71 minutes gone, and just a tremendous end-to-end game in the second half, Anna.
It is, and everyone in the stadium is on the edge of their seat. It's back and forth, like you said. I mean, one goal is going to change this game, and both teams have been right there and shown that they are hungry for this next goal.
Erevo picks out Connor Maloney. Goes back to Mitchell Tainter here. Easily picks out Montgomery.
It's been fun too, Dave, because the pace of play really hasn't lacked. I mean, we're 71 minutes into this game, and both teams are still pressing as if it was the 5th minute of the game. It's just been really fun to watch.
Yellow card there. I think it was Matt Sheldon there bringing down Gallegos. And again, this one's certainly wider at the centre of the field. Just looking for confirmation.
Yellow card to Tulsa in the 72nd minute. Given to number 15.
Again, we say no accumulation of yellow cards this season. Referee there, Mr. Corrigan, with PC. Matt Sheldon it was. The eyes aren't bad after all. I picked that out from a long way away. That was unfortunate for Matt Sheldon. There he is. He will consider himself a little bit unlucky there, I think. But anyway, free kick it is. Now you just wonder whether this is going to be Gallegos here. PC's there.
Right, this is a dangerous area. I mean, Dave, we talked earlier, San Antonio scored a goal on Saturday just like this, very, very similar. So they are good on set pieces and dangerous in areas like this.
So again, we wait for the referee's whistle. Gallegos it is. Coming up now, striking it right foot, it hits the wall and goes over for a corner for San Antonio. Discussion between Da Costa and the referee. Gallegos, the 5'6", playing in the number 10 role, there he is, will take this corner from the left-hand side. In it comes, right under the keeper's nose, headed away well by Garcia. Volley way over the top from Blake Smith, and FC Tulsa and Mike Ensian will be pleased to see that happen. And have we a surprise in store in the last 17 minutes here at 1-0. 0-0 it remains between these two great rivals. A They've had some great games over the years, these two. Remember, a 7-goal thriller here at One Oak. Won 4-3 after a weather delay that went on well into the night. Not quite of the Rio Grande Valley standard, but it was a 7-goal thriller nonetheless. They're two great rivals. 2017, San Antonio won 2-1 in a playoff game. Sheldon to Martinez, who's just switched wings here. Martinez and Marlon here, and an interesting switch from Mike Ensign here.
Yeah, you know, we talked about the flexibility of this team and the ability to switch, and it might just be to get a different look and kind of challenge that San Antonio backline. All of these players have the ability to be creative and penetrate that backline, and I think he's just trying to switch it up and get a different look.
Herivo wins that one. Gallegos trying to trick his way past 3. He goes down, and again the referee saying he was tripped. Gallegos has gone down in a bit of a heap inside the area, very close to being inside the box there. Anna, your view on that one?
I mean, Gallegos, we've talked about him all night. He's causing problems. He's tough to defend. He's very nimble. His feet are really quick. You have to time those tackles perfectly, or unfortunately this happens. And FC Tulsa, fortunate that this isn't in the penalty spot.
Referee pacing out 10 yards again. A few fouls beginning to mount up in and around the Tulsa area here, 18-yard area. We'll just see on the replay here, Anna.
Yeah, we talked about, you see, he moves his feet so quickly, it's really tough to defend. You have to time those tackles perfectly. Looks like Moloto comes in just a little bit late.
Here's a shot from PC which has gone over. There were groans as the foul was shown on the big screen here at One Oak. And now there's a player down. Don't miss a minute of action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for FC Tulsa and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus get reminders on FC Tulsa's next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. And we have the hydration break, and well, this is very intriguing. There's Bouchoir and the referee just having a chat, but hydration break, 15 minutes to go, plus this time to be added on. Anna, it's just like you said, everybody socially distanced, of course, but on the edge of their seats here at One Oak, and I'm sure there are fans tuning into the ESPN broadcast here, ESPN Plus broadcast, and the My 41 broadcast, you know, equally on the edge of their seats. It's such a great matchup, two great teams, and is anything going to give inside the last 15?
It is, and the last 10 minutes, FC Tulsa's weathered a storm. I mean, Bourgeois, you see him talking to the referee. It's on him to control his back line. Sean Lewis has to, you know, communicate with his defenders and contain Gallegos so they don't put themselves in situations like that again where they get those opportunities outside the 18-yard box, those free kicks. So I think that's something that FC Tulsa is probably talking about right now. They have to take a deep breath, refocus, and trust their back line and play out of the back and not make mistakes like that.
Some scores for you. 73 minutes gone. Charlotte Independence 0, Birmingham Legion 0. Full time already. We told you about New York Red Bulls 2-1, Loudoun United FC 2, and then Atlanta United 2-0. Tampa Rowdies with a good 2-0 win there. And 9 o'clock Central, it's San Diego Loyal SC versus Orange County SC, two Californian teams going head-to-head there. Here it's 0-0, and there is Rodrigo da Costa, who will no doubt be wanting to just have one piece of trickery to get his third of the season and win it for FC Tulsa. But San Antonio will have other ideas, of course. And if you're either coach, of course, you'll be thinking, Anna, do you make another change as well?
Right, I mean, it's a tough call. You've seen a couple of substitutions just to bring in fresh legs and a new look at both defenses, and I mean, it might be something like that that changes this game, because both teams have kind of figured each other out. They know what to expect now. They've absorbed that pressure. And we might need a fresh look to find that final goal.
Throw in then to FC Tulsa. Zaguru with it. Twists his way around. Referee will play on here. Here's Zaguru. Decent ball needed into the box. He's overhit that one. Zaguru, you could see that just as it left his foot. But good play in to get into that position, Anna.
You're right. They've been threatening on the wings. They've sent in some good balls, giving them good opportunities. But again, we talked about this at halftime, Dave. It's tough to penetrate that San Antonio backline, especially with some of the height they have. They might have to find those balls low on the ground to create better chances.
This is the third of 6 games that FC Tulsa will play in the month of August. They play Austin Bold, as we've already told you about, next Wednesday here at One Oak. And then the 22nd of August, it's down to San Antonio. That's going to be another great matchup down there on the 22nd. And then a week later on the 29th, Sporting KC2s come into One Oak Field. Referee looking across, and there's going to be a substitution here made by Ana Martina, and it's going to be Santiago Vieira coming into the fray, and Herrevo, who's done a good shift in the middle there, will take a little break.
We've seen Herrero and Bird come off of substitutions, and they've definitely put in some work tonight. That midfield has been a battle all evening.
It has. As I said, he's done a pretty good shift there in the middle, hasn't he? Santiago Vieira comes into the central midfield again, like for like there, go alongside PC. Di Renzo picks out Mitchell Tainter. Tainter up to halfway. Montgomery down that left-hand side to Blake Smith. Smith against Martinez, just lays it back here to Gallegos. There's a shot from PC, away by the right foot of Zaguro. And down goes Agua, and that will be a free kick, easy one for the referee to give by PC there. 81 minutes gone. There'll be a good few minutes on the end of this one. Don't go away. Thanks again for your company here locally on My 41 and also on the ESPN Plus. As Martinez goes down, PC can't believe it. He smiles. Be another substitution here from San Antonio, so there's my question answered. They're not afraid, these coaches, to make changes late on. Such is the strength of the two squads, Anna.
Right, I agree. We mentioned the depth they have, and when they expect these players off the bench to not only keep the intensity the same, but raise it. These squads are both very talented from top to bottom. Even players that aren't included on that top 18, both coaches spoke very highly of their team, and they have the ability to rotate players in and out and keep the competition high.
Free kick then to FC Tulsa. Maloto will take this one, plays it into the 18-yard box. That's over everybody, and that'll go harmlessly away. We've seen a few overhit balls. Here's the substitution. And it is going to be Gallegos who gets a well-earned rest. I think take about that young man. He's a great player, improving all the time. Great prospect as well. And on comes Preston, the number 19. Goal kick then from Sinclair. Vieira heads it towards the right-hand side, cleared up to Santos. Marlon lays it back to Zaguru. Zaguru's fouled there by the substitute. Attack at Preston. is Garcia. Headed away by Mitchell Tainter, who's impressed me, the number 20 at the back. Anna, such a great centre-back to have in your ranks, isn't he?
He definitely is. He set the tone, too, offensively as well, winning headers, winning those knockdowns, and starting the attack out of the back.
It's Segura. Second ball is on the field. Segura gets rid of it. Ball into the box from Suarez, easily taken again by Dane St. Clair. St. Clair is a Minnesota loanee. Before this game, he had 9 saves. He's performed very well in goal. 2 clean sheets before today against RGV and OKC. Is Bouchoir being driven out by Solinek. Headed back by Blake Smith. Solinek tried to dummy there, and there's a foul. PC was fouled there, and he wants a bit of attention here. A little bit of cramp, maybe. Martinez, the willing helper. Great deal of respect for these 2 teams, but be desperate to. They'll both be desperately trying to win this in the last few minutes. Here's a substitution for FC Tulsa, as I say, a couple of substitutions.
Number 7, Pani Marocha.
We'll tell you about in just a moment. There's Maloto taking a well-earned rest.
Also for Tulsa,
Panin comes on.
replaces number 92.
Toby Uzo will come on for Suarez. That will be a like-for-like. Uzo will go up top. Marlon it is who goes to the left-hand side. Free kick then to PC. Inside the last 5 minutes of the 90. Header towards goal is over the top of everybody and cleared away in the end by Sheldon. 0-0 it remains. Here's PC. PC again now trying to thread a ball through. And they're just rather giving it away. Here's Preston, but he gives it away. Marlon Santos then on to Martinez. Back to Marlon, who's continued his run here. A little bit of trickery, which the crowd are enjoying. And then he rather gives it away here to Mitchell Tainter, who's out from the back 3 here and driving forward. Garcia's back there. Preston and Garcia's done well, and I think that will come off the attacker, and that will be a goal kick. As we've already told you, FC Tulsa's next home match is Wednesday, August 19th at One Oak Field. You won't want to miss another exciting match day during the first home season of the FC Tulsa era. Get your tickets today at fctulsa.com/tickets or call 918-297-6808. Sean Lewis then clears from the goal kick. Uzo trying to get in on the actual good towering header from Yaro. Iagua tries to thread it again to Uzo. Vieira now gets a second go here down the right-hand side with Segura. That's good defending from the Albanian here. Comes away with the ball for Mike Enzi's men. Good ball down here to Marlon. He's got room to run. He goes inside here to DaCosta. DaCosta to Martinez. Martinez just can't pick out the substitute there. Panin gets a tackle in here as he won it back. No, it's a throw in. Good sweeping move, Anna, but just couldn't pick out Panin on that right-hand side.
Right, and that's where, you know, everyone on the team has to be mentally switched on. Those little passes, you see tired legs, you saw some cramping earlier. This this is the time where late in the game you have to be mentally focused and connect those easy passes. I also want to mention, Dave, we've talked about how in recent games to conserve a lead, we've seen NCN move to a 5-back, and I like how here he's staying consistent and trusting that his team will continue to go forward and stay offensive, and I think that's a great mindset for this team.
Yeah, good point you make, and then offside against Di Renzo. Late on here, we're in the 89th minute, still scoreless. And Preston has been fouled by Marlon. Free kick and a chance for some of the 6-foot-plus guys to come up from the back. We were saying how tall they are. You've got Callum Montgomery 6'3", Mitchell Tainter 6'2", so they'll be in there. Vieira's going to take the free kick, the substitute here. And a lot of players back for FC Tulsa on that 18-yard line. Is there a little ball from Vieira in behind that back line? Vieira then, low ball into the box, bounces once into the grateful arms of Sean Lewis, who punts the ball down looking for Marlon. Marlon, has he got in behind here? Yaro's there. Marlon's in behind him. Marlon one-on-one with the keeper to win it for FC Tulsa. Squares it across, doesn't find anybody, but it's going to fall here to Iagua. Iagua now, bad first touch from him. Into the box he goes. Tainted with a good challenge. Here's Uzo, could try one from a long way out. Da Costa, ball bobbling around. Here's Martinez. Martinez slipping the ball here to Zaguru. Zaguru, good ball into the box. Headed away by Tainter. Here's Martinez onto his favoured left foot. Is there a chance here for Martinez? He gets tackled. And the referee said that there was a free kick. And fans, you can follow FC Tulsa and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com. Anna Beffa, what a chance for FC Tulsa to win the game of football here.
Yeah, FC Tulsa knocking out the door. I think Marlon wishes he would have done better there. You see the fresh legs coming in handy. He blows by the defender, unfortunately gets the ball tangled up, doesn't connect, but FC Tulsa continues to fight and fight and fight, and they earn this free kick in a good area near the end of the game.
PC is unhappy with the decision, but he's got to accept it now. There's only one man, it's the captain, your man in frame, Martinez. Tension here at One Oak, 0-0 the score. We're playing time added on. Here's Martinez towards goal. It's a yard or so over, and that's been slightly the story of the night from both teams, Anna, just a yard or so over.
And he's a veteran. He knows, he wishes he would have done better. A good area for FC Tulsa, but unfortunately, as you mentioned, sails over the bar.
Sinclair will just take a breath here. As Anna alluded to earlier on, we've got fans on the edges of their seats. Some of them aren't even sitting down, Anna. They're stood up here at One Oak. Both sets of fans desperate for the 3 points. Is it going to finish even? We've still got some 3 minutes of the 5 to be played here. Preston goes down, but he won't get anything for that. Sheldon, long ball, looking for Toby Uzo. Uzo, just for a moment, thought he was going to get in behind the defence. He's going to make the keeper pick this one up. Toby Uzo.
No, smart play by Tater. I mean, he could have easily headed that down for the oncoming FC Tulsa, waiting for that knockdown, but smart defending.
Here's Preston then trying to win it for San Antonio. Tries to go between two defenders. Garcia did enough. Bouchoir clears the ball. Here's Uzo on the scamper. Good header back again from Yaro. Toby Uzo, the Nigerian, 6'4", 3 substitute appearances, and he scored the USL Championship goal of the season here at One Oak with an overhead kick last season. Tremendous goal it was. Connor Maloney will just take a little bit of a breath here. Maloney's done well up and down that right-hand side. Never easy for wing-backs to go up and down all night on the wings. Iagua goes down, that's a foul. Vieira is going to go into the book. Is it Vieira? I think it is being shown, or is it Solinak? We'll get confirmation of that one. It's another yellow card. Kevin Garcia will wait to take this one. It is Luis Solinak who gets that yellow card late on here at One Oakfield, 0-0. Garcia it is. San Antonio have really pushed up their line. They've got a back six at the moment with PC just in front. Here's Sean Lewis way out of his goal. Trying to play it over the top here. Good header away by Montgomery. We're now playing the last minute of the 5. DaCosta, good ball into the box. Jesus doesn't get a header because Tainter's there again. Panin, good ball into the box, but I say good ball, nobody on the end of that one. That goes through harmlessly to Dane Sinclair. Good finish from both sides, Anna, but that one just too close to the goalkeeper.
Right, both sides have shown, we've talked about just positive play, gotten in really good areas and been really threatening, but unfortunately haven't been able to come up with that goal. We'll see what happens here in these last few seconds.
Seguro chipping the ball over the top, looking for Panin. Across comes, yeah, there he is again, Mitchell Tainter. Very, very solid defender. Here's Seguro. Seguro looks to pick out Marlon. Marlon heads it down sensibly. DaCosta, Martinez on the edge of the box, can't slip it through. There's the captain again, Joshua Yarrow, who's had a good game as well in the back 3. And the referee brings proceedings to an end. This will be the first 0-0 stalemate for both teams here. The first time that either team has failed to score. But Anna, it was by far, as the fireworks go off, it was by far a boring, stale 0-0 draw. It was a great game of soccer, wasn't it?
You're right. From that first whistle, this game has been going 100 miles an hour, and I mean, both sides, in my opinion, will be disappointed. They had their chances. They got in good areas. They were creative, and they had it. They had it right at their fingertips. And both coaches will be pleased with their team's performance. But from a complete game aspect, they didn't finish it off. And I think.
Well, we're going to take a short break in just a few seconds, and then we'll come back and wrap this one up. The fireworks are already going off. We barely had the final whistle. There's great respect between the two teams. There's Alamar Sina there, who'll be happy. And we go to the break, 0-0.
We know you've been wanting to break into the healthcare industry. What are you waiting for? With programs like medical billing and coding, medical assistant, surgical technologist, dental assistant, and veterinary assistant, Community Care College is here to help you earn the skills you need for an in-demand career helping people. Start your journey today at communitycarecollege.edu. The healthcare labor market is booming and isn't slowing down anytime soon. By this time next year, employers will be looking for you. Community Care College. 1-year college, lifetime career.
Just a reminder about all the incredible savings we have at our Hahn Appliance outlet. We're at 41st and Memorial and open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we've got new product coming in every week. Come see us this weekend to look through hundreds of closeout, scratch and dent, and floor model displays, all discounted at 30, 40, even at 50% off. Now, these great deals go quick, so come see us this weekend to save big on a small scratch or dent. Hahn Appliance outlet at 41st and Memorial. Put us to the test.
Welcome back in to One Oakfield here in downtown Tulsa. There it is, FC Tulsa 0, San Antonio 0. Dave Saunders and Anna Beff are rounding things off for you here. And Anna, no goals, but look at these match stats. I mean, look at the shots from both teams. Okay, 3 apiece on target. But it was not a dull 0-0 draw, was it?
No, it definitely wasn't. Both teams put on a performance tonight, very even. And I want to bring your attention to these shots. I mean, obviously both teams 12, 13, but the shots on target, both teams have a standard where they want more. To get that extra goal, they have to be clinical in the final third, and both teams walk away with a tie, expecting 3 points. So we'll see how they adjust, and I'm curious to hear what coaches talk about in the locker room.
And almost 50-50 possession, which again, is about right, isn't it? Both teams were really knocking the ball about. Let's go to the highlights, Anna. Second half highlights, and we start off with a San Antonio chance as we look at the beautiful shot there of downtown Tulsa, One Oak Field. Here's San Antonio's shot.
Yeah, San Antonio getting in good areas. FC Tulsa also containing them well and forcing them to shoot the ball from outside the 18. Not much of a threat.
There was a little bit of a period of free kicks. That was an effort from the Brazilian PC, just wide. I think Sean Lewis had that one covered. And then San Antonio again, Anna.
Right, you see a good piece of skill from Gallegos. He was a threat all night, causing FC Tulsa so many problems, but they do well to force him outside, and Sean Lewis is pleased with his defense.
Yeah, Gallegos was a bit of a threat all game, and that was a decent effort then. And we got a Tulsa effort here.
Yeah, FC Tulsa knocking on the door all night. Great defending. St. Clair comes up big. They continue to try to find a good shot. Can't quite connect with it.
That was a shot just over again, and neither side could get a goal. We've got another chance here from Tulsa that we're not able to see. It's been somewhat of a wonderful game. It's no goals, but these two teams at the top of Group D, and they'll stay like that. It'll be San Antonio top, FC Tulsa in second. I want to thank my partner, Anna. Let's do it all again next Wednesday.
I would love that. What an impressive game and super fun to watch.
Wonderful team tonight. Thank you to the broadcast team. Thank you to you for tuning in. We'll be back again here next Wednesday. It finished here. FC Tulsa 0, San Antonio 0.
Transmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.